Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot reading for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you to all of you for the support of the channel. It has been life-changing and a true joy to read on this platform. I've never even realized this would be a possibility. So I owe it all to you, and I love reading, so we will continue here. Now, if you're new, welcome to you. I post new readings every Friday, then again on Monday. Friday's readings are always a general reading. Mondays are different every week. There's a pick a card reading one week, a love reading another, and then on another week, I'll do a more detailed Celtic cross style reading. So if a reading doesn't resonate, just come back in a couple of days and watch a new reading. Now, also too, tarot is sacred divination, so readings are timeless. So if something catches your eye, I'd read it regardless of when it was posted here. And if you like tarot and you like the channel, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Higher Source Tarot. All right, what advice do you have for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What does Sagittarius need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all concerned with Sagittarius? Okay. All right, so we'll begin here with the tarot reading, then we'll have the Angel Answers Oracle card reading. You start off here with the World, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Two of Wands, and this is a very interesting reading. You kind of have this in and out energy here with these sort of like the Five of Cups, Three of Swords, Nine of Wands. I do feel like if you have somebody here who's been on again, off again, I think you might be moving on, and that's going to be disappointing for them. You also could be represented with that Knight of Wands too, though. I mean, that certainly could be your energy. But I do like the World here because the World begins a new phase. I mean, it's a very positive energy. I think it's going to give you more choices here. So if there's something that has just been like you've been putting a lot of effort into it, I do feel like you're going to move on if it hasn't been developing. Because I feel like when I look at this with the World, the Two of Wands, which is a card of success and a card of a visionary, and that Queen of Cups, you know, if there's like a relationship or something that just hasn't really gone forward, I think you're going to move on to something better. So others of you, though, if it's job related too, though, I think you're going to have a lot of opportunities. I do see somebody here making a decision. If there's been like a work from home kind of opportunity, you might have something new that shows up that involves travel with this. And I feel like it's going to be a lot more money. Again, there may be maybe a move or travel that's part of that deal. But I do feel like with the World here, it brings in it's like a new opening, and a new door opens here. This is self-mastery. It is the highest of the highest good. I mean, the World offers nothing negative. So she's the dancer of the tarot, but she's in this portal. The Wreath of Victory is a portal into the divine. So it really is in this place of success and synergy and really getting that highest and best good. What you've always asked for, this is where it shows up. And so it's also that development, you know, that highest level of self-development, and investing in yourself is the very best investment you could ever make. There's no downside to that. So I do feel like there's something disappointing with that Five of Cups, but the fives are about activity. And so it really is an energy of not staying here, looking around, looking for appreciation. So if you find you've had some kind of minor disappointment, I do feel like it opens more doors. If there was something that it seemed like, it doesn't feel devastating, but it does feel disappointing. Like you thought it was going to happen and it didn't end up happening. Part of it can be we ask for something so strongly and so specifically that when we try to settle, the universe won't let you settle. And it's trying to say, no, 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 that's not what you asked for. So that's not going to happen. We've got what you asked for, but it's over here. You got to turn around and it's right behind you. Turn around and look. You know, it's that kind of energy where we start to sell ourselves short a little bit. And so that sometimes the pain pushes until the vision pulls. It's like that pulling is happening here. And so with the Seven of Cups, I do feel like you've got lots of opportunities here. And I also feel like they want to redirect that Five of Cups energy, and here it is. I feel like, well, the Magician isn't here. It would have been nice to see, but if you're getting readings with the Magician, that would be a good one here, because the Magician helps you use your discernment so that you make the right choice for yourself, because there's lots of opportunities. Sevens are positive numbers in the tarot. They are about alignment and triumph and successful conclusions. So even though this one has some things here that you might not want, I do feel like it's going to be up to you. You'll be picking. You'll be in the place of having power and having that alignment where you get to do your own picking. There's not going to be where you're backed into a corner and forced to take something. So with that Knight of Wands, I mentioned before, you could have had an in and on again, off again kind of thing that just wasn't very consistent. Others of you, though, this could even represent your own enthusiasm. I mentioned that this could be you. The Wands are about passion and enterprise and growth. And so with this, it really is about moving forward and being very motivated, wanting to have, get up and go to work, go see those new opportunities, get yourself out there. There's no sitting still with this Knight of Wands. It is a very high moving energy, fast moving energy. So I feel like in a relationship or in a job change, there may be a sudden turn of events, and it really brings things forward, and it feels a bit, can feel a little bit unsteady though, because it just happens so fast all of a sudden. And that's how life is, isn't it? One day things are one way, the next day they're totally different. And this is that kind of energy. So with the Nine of Wands, I feel like the Nines, of course, are about conclusions, successful conclusions, but realizations too. I feel like you look at where you've been and you realize that it really has built your life up. And it is about, like in the Five of Cups, looking at those two upright cups. It's looking at what you've gained, what lessons, because in the lesson is a blessing, right? And so with this, it gives you that fortitude, that conquering spirit where you've survived 100% of your bad days, and every single one of those was leading you towards that good day, that next opportunity, that next door that opens. So I feel like with this, it is that eternal, sort of eternal optimism or spirit that overrides this, that brings you to the next place. You kind of made it through that. Now it's time to see what's coming, right? Because we can't stay in this forever. That's a lot of effort. So the Queen of Cups here is a beautiful energy. It's definitely feeling love. It may feel like you're surrounded by love, especially if you did go through something that was difficult. Even though you're coming through it, I do feel like people around you see it. They want to lift you up. They want to, I feel like somebody here may even give you a gift. Like they just want to do something positive for you. Now, in a relationship, like we talked about, if you left something or something ended here, there may be a new love that comes in that's a lot more generous. That's a word that shows up, a generous kind of love, especially with the World too. I feel like there was something very restricted that you're coming out of. And that may be too why that Knight of Wands is here, because that energy, when you're really restricted for a while, we can build up this need for momentum, and all of a sudden it's like a dam bursting and all this energy shoots forward. This is a very intuitive energy too, though. So pay attention to your intuition, quiet your mind, meditate, be open to receiving. Because with this, the cups are all about living the good life, their love in the good life, their pleasure, their beauty. So it is a positive card to have in this reading. Now with the Two of Wands, we talked about the card of the visionary. I do feel like you're looking at your future. You're making intentional choices along with that Seven of Cups, using your discernment here and looking at your goals, looking at where you're going. So we talk about the windshield on a car is so much bigger than that rear view mirror. You're not looking behind you, you're looking forward. And that really is the key to it too. When we get stuck in those low vibrational places, it's usually because we're looking back at something we didn't like. And so you've got the world in one hand and you want a bigger world. You want that expansion that the wands bring. Fire energy, it's all about directing your ideas and your creativity. So you may find too in a job, if it's a new opportunity with a job, like I said, it may involve travel or moving. And I feel like this is all part of it too, where you really see the bigger picture. You're seeing it as an opportunity, and a choice that might not have been available to you before, seeing that some of the heartache in life is really bringing in more. It's bringing in more doors that are opening. And so for some, if you're moving and you're single, I do feel like that's where you're going to meet somebody. It's like it all happens at once. They keep saying that it's all at once. And I know that can be scary because we don't usually like a number of changes at once. We like them incrementally, right, as human beings. But it's like, well, we might as well just move forward and get it over with. But it really is about embracing and thriving in change. But with this Three of Swords, I do feel like, again, you're accepting the past here. Those perfectly aligned swords indicate acceptance. So there may have been some disappointment or past heartache with that Five of Cups too, but it doesn't have to last long. Pain happens, but suffering is optional. It really is about keeping that focus on your goals and what you want, and knowing that you're a divine being, that these things that happen in life, it's all just part of our earth school. Your soul is always victorious. So you can dream as big as you can dream. I mean, there's no limit for you here. So I do feel like with that, though, there is acceptance. That is what allows you to move forward, because without that, that's how people get into Eight of Swords. They won't accept it. And that Three of Swords delivers us right into the Eight. And so I feel like you've got this nice opportunity to kind of begin anew. There's a renewal here. So let's see here what the angels have to say for Sagittarius. All right, so we've got ask your angels, ask and they'll show you. The universe will communicate with you in the way that you can receive it and the level. So all those synchronicities, they're not better or worse. They're just about what you will be open to receiving. So they say improving health. Now this is oftentimes more spiritually related, but I do feel like with that Five of Cups, Three of Swords, it's related to that, and the Nine of Wands too, really, about that mind-body-spirit connection and elevating it to that next vibrational point on the scale. Now they've got listen to your intuition. So we did say that with the Queen of Cups, allowing your intuition, because your intuition is on. We want to pay attention to it. Within the next few months, you've got some changes coming, but they look good, and they give you a yes here, Sagittarius. So good things are coming for you. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.